So we'll go ahead with all the hierarchies. Okay. First, I need to just check out what was there in that in our portions. So, so we have inheritance, polymorphism, derived class, constructors, destructors, single, multiple. Okay, all the things are there probably. So we'll go with single inheritance. Okay. Now, what is single inheritance? One parent, one child. Make sure that you use the same example so that it will be easy for you to actually navigate. So whatever is there in the parent, I can use the data members and the member functions if I'm going to inherit. Okay. So if I have class, let us say um, length. Okay. This is the class. And in this class, what we are going to do is we are going to have two data members, which is private. No, one data member, which is private, len, and public will have void set length. Okay. And void, not void, int get length. These two methods are there, parent class. Okay. If I'm going to use this, how will I use void class name? What is the class name? Length colon colon, which is the function set. Set length will use. All we have to do is see out. Please enter length. Okay. Now, once we ask the user to enter the length, take it and store it in length. Next is which one? It is int get length. What will this function do? I need to pass this one also. That is the length colon colon part. Okay. So here I'm just going to return length. That's it. Because directly length cannot be accessed as it is a private member. Now this is the parent. What will be the child? I'll take child as a square class. Okay. So what will that be? Class square. Okay. Which is inheriting length. Okay. Now what am I going to do? Here I'm going to have int area. Okay. And perimeter, let us say. Now, what else I can do here? I can go ahead with the public void calculate. Okay. In calculate, what I'm going to do? I'm going to set area is equal to length into length square. No, that's why. Already we have inherited from length. So what is happening? Since I'm inheriting from length, length's data member, that is the len, is accessible to me. So I can just write length into length. What is perimeter? If you take a thread and run around the square, what will happen? 4 times length. Okay. Probably I'll just, to avoid too many functions, I'll just write down cout area equal to, and what else? Perimeter equal to. Okay. So here I can give /n. Now, child class object we are going to create. So what it will be? Square OB. Now in this OB dot set length will do. Okay. And then we can just write ob dot calculate, okay, and see out the length is equal to. Now what will happen, the get length was given, no? After you take the length from the user, that is set data, you will do, I'll just write to confirm what length he has given. I'll just write ob dot get length. What will get length do? It will return the length. That's it. Okay, we'll run this. Sorry. Hmm. 3 single semicolon, who will give Shilpa? Okay, here also. Length is private. So, oh, okay, okay. So here, if length is private, what I have to do? I have to call the get length function. That will return no? Get length into get length, because private members of parent cannot be accessed by your child class, because get length by default it is private, no? It cannot be accessed. So get length into get length. What will this do? This will return the length. That's why here also you can use get length. Okay, now we'll see. I'll take 5. So length is equal to 5. 5 into 5 is 25. 4 into 5 is 20. We are getting it, okay? This is single inheritance. Everybody got it? Everyone, if you got it, just let me know in the chat. Say yes or something. Yes? So now, if we are going to go ahead with, let us say, one parent, multiple child. Don't get confused. One parent, multiple child. What is it? What kind of inheritance it is? One parent, multiple children. Hierarchy. Very good. So we will go ahead with hierarchy. So what we are going to do? Get length, I'm going to keep it as it is. Square, I'm going to keep it as it is. I'll just take one more class. Okay. In the class, I'm going to take it as rectangle. The class rectangle, I'm going to publicly inherit with length only. For rectangle, its own data member, I'll take it as breadth. What I'm going to do? I'm going to have a public member. In this, I'm going to calculate void, maybe cal I'll use. Okay. And here also I'll give area and perimeter. Okay. So here in calculate, what we are going to do? Length into breadth. That is your area. So length directly you can't get. You have to use get length because it is a private member of the parent. Length and then breadth. But breadth you have not asked yet from the user. So what you do before going ahead with this one, see out. I'm just internally itself writing it down. This will be set breadth. Okay. Enter the breadth. Then take it in breadth. Once you do this, you can first call, whenever you are calculating, you can call set breadth. You can call set length. Okay, internally only you can make a call. And what will this be? Area will be get length into breadth. What will be perimeter? Perimeter will be equal to 2 into, because rectangle either of the sides will be same, no? So get length plus breadth. Okay. So if I'm going to take a rectangle object, what you can do? You can give it as rectangle OB rectangle R. Directly, you don't need to take anything. Just call R dot cal, because in R dot cal only we have called the set length, which will ask what is the length and what is the breadth also it will ask. Then area will be calculated, perimeter will be calculated. We have to print this. Okay. Now we'll run this. This is hierarchy. Me and my semicolons. Okay. So first enter the length is for the square. Okay. So I'll keep it 3. The next one is for rectangle. I'll give 2. I'll give 3. 2 into 3 is 6. That will be your area. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 into 2 is perimeter. 10. So we are getting it. This is hierarchy. Okay. Now, what is multiple inheritance? What is multiple inheritance? Multiple parent, single child. Correct. Multiple parent, one child. So what I'll take, length I'll keep it as it is. So, okay. These two I'll remove. I'll take another class called as breadth. Class breadth. And what I'm going to do, same way, instead of length, I'm keeping it as breadth. Okay. And then we'll copy, paste it. Enter the breadth. So whatever breadth the user is giving, that you can take it here. This is going to return breadth. Okay. So once this is done, I'll take a child class, class rectangle. In class rectangle, if I'm inheriting from both, it will be public length, comma, public breadth. Okay. Now in this, I can utilize calculation of area and perimeter. So here, because both are coming from different classes, that is your what is that? It is inheriting from your length as well as breadth. No, so I'll keep public and I'll keep void calculate. Okay, in void calculate. Now in this, I have to make sure this breadth will be get breadth. This also will be get breadth because it is a private member of your parent. Okay. So here we have to call two functions. What is that? Set length, set breadth. Okay. Semicolon is not given. Okay. So rest of the things is fine. So in this, what I'll do rectangle r dot cal. What will it do? Set length. From length, it will go here. Ask the user to enter the length. Then what is the case? Set breadth. It will go to breadth and it will set the breadth. Then A dot area is equal to get length. Get length, what is it? It will return the length. And what is get breadth? It will return the breadth. If it is 4 and 5, then it will be, this get length will be 4 into 5. Then perimeter as usual, and then run this. This is length and breadth were your parents. Child is what? Rectangle. Now you have to make sure that you give area, comma, perimeter as your variables, data members. So here 2, 3, we have 2 into 3, 6, 2 plus 3, 5 into 2, perimeter. Okay. Now, what is multi-level? What is multi-level? How many levels will be there? 3 level. First one will be like a grandparent and then the parent and then the child kind of a relationship, correct? Minimum levels is equal to 3. Okay. So I'll take simple example, okay, so that you don't get confused. I'll take class course. Okay. One message I'll print. Okay. This is the only function available in this. Now, I want class student to inherit course. So what happened? Course is the parent, student is the child. Here I'll just put a message. I'm going to keep it as candidate name. Okay. So course is having only one function called as message. Student will have inheritance from the course, but here no, it is a private, because without any public keyword it will become private, it will not be accessible. So make sure that you keep it in the public. Okay, here also below. Okay, then I'll take report, one more class called as report. Report is inheriting from student, student is inheriting from course, report should inherit from the student, so this will become student. Now this will be report message. So I'll write okay. Now when you're taking the object report, it is the child, last child. So report will have all the functions, it will have message also, it will have a student message also, it will have report message as well. So ob dot message, ob dot student message, ob dot is that message. Okay, if you run this, you'll get this. Okay, now what is hybrid? What is hybrid? mix of two or more inheritance. Okay, already in this multi-level is there. I'll just create one more class hobby. Okay, in this what I'll do, something like this. Okay, so this is an independent class. If you see, actually we had already, which is that one, multi-level we had already. Okay, that is course is there, student is inheriting from course, report is inheriting from student, already multi-level is there. If I give public hobby as well to report, then what kind of inheritance is this much? If you are inheriting from two parents, what is it called as? No, this whole thing is in hybrid. I'm sorry. The entire thing is hybrid. But if one class is getting it from two different classes, it is multiple inheritance. So there is student class is also involved, hobby is also involved. So multiple inheritance is there. Plus student is inheriting from course, no? So multi-level also is there. So it is hybrid. Okay. So you can just print ob dot hobby. Not keeping well, sorry. Which was this one? Hybrid. See? Okay. Now, constructors. What do you mean by constructor? I'll take a simple example for you. Constructor means a function that is called automatically when you create an object. Okay. It will not have any return type. It will have the same name as that of the class name. So point. What kind of constructor is this? Do we have parameters in the constructor or no parameters? No parameters. So when there is no parameters, what is it called as? Default constructor. Very good. So if a constructor name should be same as the class name, it should not have any int, void, any kind of return type. So this is called as, here if we have not passed anything, this is called as default constructor. Okay. And if I just, let us say, have a function called as display. If I'm going to take point object ob, okay, and if I call ob dot display, ob dot disp, sorry. Oh, why it is not coming? Because we have to make this public. Very important. Okay. So what will be the value of x and y here? What will be the value of x and y? What you did here, you created an object. Automatically, which function will be called? Correct. Automatically, which function will be called? Your constructor will be called. And in constructor, x value is 2, y value is equal to 3. So if you run this, your x value is equal to 2, y value is equal to 3. Now, if I want a parameterized constructor means I'll pass two values here, int a comma int b. Since you're passing two parameters, I can make this as a, I can make this as b. Hmm? This one will, this here I have not passed anything, no? This will go to default constructor only. How to call this one then? I'll give point ob1 of 3 comma 4. When I do this, no, this without any parenthesis, no, here there is no parenthesis, right? So here it will call the default constructor. Here it is going to call the parameterized constructor. So now if I give ob1 dot display, which one it will, what will be the values? What will be the values for this ob1 dot display? 3 and 4. So when I run this, you can notice that for first one, that is this one, it called the default constructor. For second one, that is 3 and 4 you have passed, no? Which one it called? It passed 3 and 4 here. A is equal to 3, y is equal to, x is equal to 3, y is equal to 4. So it got overwritten. Okay. Now, this concept is called as constructor overloading. Why? Because the function name is same, but the number of parameters that you have passed is different. So this whole thing is called as constructor overloading. Okay. Next. When we are overriding means what? I have to have a parent. Okay. Let us say I have a class parent. And in this I have void message. In void message I say cout start dancing. Okay. Then I have another class which is child, which is inheriting from parent. And also this keyword here is important here as well. Okay. But in this, start singing, I'll say. Hmm? Here you have a message which said start dancing. Here you have a message which said start singing. That means if I take a child object, since parent is also having the same function name message, child is also having the same function name message. If I give ob dot message, which function will be called? Parent or child? Parent function or child function? Which one will be called? Child will be called. So that is called as function overriding. Okay. Now if you run this, overriding means what? Parent should have the same function name as that of the child. That time you create an object of a child. What it will do? Instead of start dancing, it is going to call start singing, because it will redirect to this, its own message function, not the parent ka message function. Okay. Now derived class constructor is done. Destructors we have to do. I'll just say for destructor, you have to use a tilde operator, same name as that of the class name, that is point. It will, constructor can have parameters, but destructor will never have parameters. So it will be empty always. Only one destructor you can have. You can have multiple constructors, but destructor will be only 1. As in when it destroys, let us just display what it is destroying. Okay. So if I say int main, Bharata, thanks for the advertisement. In the main function, if I'm going to call point ob1 comma ob2, okay, two objects are created, ob1 and ob2. Now if I finish like this, only ob1 and ob2. So first object which is created is ob1, it will go here. Second object which is created is ob2, it will go here. Both the values are 2 and 3 only. Just in case if I wanted to give a parameterized constructor also, let us say. Okay. For you to know which element is going first and which element is going second, what I'll do here, I'll pass 2 comma 3, I'll pass 1 comma 2. Okay. Both the things will go to this only, parameterized only. Which one will get deleted first, we'll see. First we will do this and we'll run this. This display is not required. So see here, when you were creating the object, first you created 2 comma 3, and then you created object 2, that is 1 comma 2. Now what is it saying? First it is destroying. Something is wrong. No, 2 comma, which one it is destroying? 2 comma 2. Where is 2 comma 2? We have taken point only, right? ob1, two values we have to pass. 2 comma 3 we have passed. ob2 we have to pass. Here I have given 2. Sorry. Now you see, when you created an object, no, first you created 2 comma 3, one object, then you created second object 1 comma 2. But while destroying, it is going to first delete the latest object, which is the latest object, ob2. So that got deleted first. Then the ob1 gets deleted. Okay. When you're writing output, be careful. Then almost all done, no? Did I leave out anything? I'll take one more. Runtime polymorphism, if they ask, okay, then you can give this example. So you can take I'll take a class called as class base. I'll take a class called as class child, which is inheriting from base. What is happening? Okay. Now there is a keyword called as virtual. Okay. So not the pure virtual functions, just the virtual keyword. See what will happen. I'll give public virtual void disp. Okay, in this function, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say cout base class. Okay. Now in child, what I'll do, void disp See out. Derived class. Okay. Now this is the, what is that? Child class. But both are having same function name, by the way. Okay. This is also disp, this is also disp. But something weird is there with virtual keyword in the base class. So if that is the case, what we can do? We can take a pointer. Okay. Pointer of base class. What is the parent class? What is the parent class? Base. So if I take base star PTR, usually your parent object will not be able to access any other object. But just in case, if I take one child C, okay, if I take a child C, and then what will I do? In the pointer, no, in this pointer will always store the address, you see. So what I'll do, PTR is equal to ampersand of C. Hmm. Whenever you have a PTR, you will not use dot operator, you will use a off operator. So if I give PTR off, that disp function, basically what it should do, it should have called its own function, no base class, but it will call the derived class function. See now, if you run this, it is going to call the derived class. Just in case, if I would have not given this, if I would have not given this, and if I would have run your output, see here, nothing it is showing. Okay, because it needs to point to something, no? It needs to point somewhere. So when you give a pointer here, that pointer should point to something at least. But what will happen if I give is equal to new base? See here, if you give base pointer is equal to new base, what it did, new base will create one anonymous object. That object's address is placed in PTR. PTR of disp, when you give, it will go to the base class. So if I give base class object, it will print base class display function. If I give child class object, it will print the child class display function. But only thing is this should be PTR. Ampersand of which object you are going to create, that you have to put it in PTR because it is a pointer. Since it is a pointer, you can't access dot operator. You have to access the, which is this operator? Off operator. Okay. Fine. This much is more than enough for the third chapter, I guess. Okay, we'll wind it up now. Clear? I'll send you the recording in a while. Hmm? Monday you have maths, sir? Monday
No,
maths. Which one do you have Monday? Do you have any?
Monday we don't have any exam. On Tuesday we have Indian Constitution.
Okay, okay. And then Wednesday you would not have anything, no? Thursday you have, I think.
This one.
Thursday, which one?
Maths.
Oh, Thursday maths. Oh. Saturday is there?
No, ma'am.
Saturday is not there. Then next Monday, which one you have?
Ma'am, after Thursday we have on like Wednesday, ma'am. Monday
Uh,
we don't have.
okay, okay. Wednesday, which one do you have? You have a lot of time there.
Yes, ma'am. After mathematics we have 5 days.
For which subject it is?
Chemistry.
Okay, I think you're studying chemistry that time only. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday is off. Friday, you have which subject?
Friday we don't have, ma'am.
Okay, then Friday is 25th, no? Okay, you don't have anything. Monday you have, I think, or Tuesday.
Ma'am, Monday.
On Wednesday we have, ma'am.
On Wednesday, which one you have? CPP.
Yes, ma'am.
For this only 5 days holidays, sir.
No, ma'am. Before CPP on Monday we have mechanical. After 1 day gap we have CPP.
Oh, okay, okay. Fine. Okay, prepare well, okay? Do well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tomorrow, by chance, if I get time, I'll tell you 4 hours early. We'll do one on exception handling. Okay? Fine. Now,
Okay.
okay, okay. We'll wind it up, okay? Take care.